Okay, so quick little update on the Evo. I've been trying to wrap this thing myself, and it's going so-so, but I'm learning a lot during the process, so let's show you what we got so far. As you can see, I've done the mirror caps. I'm actually very happy with this side. I'm gonna redo the other side. This one came out perfect. The other side looks pretty good too, but it's definitely not 100% perfect because it was the first one I did. You probably can't even see it in the video. There was a slight bit of fingering here, but I can fix that. So now, I did wrap the hood already once, but I've unwrapped it and I'll show you why in a moment. But yesterday I wrapped the roof, which came out excellent. I'm very happy with that. I did remove the roof rails to do it. I just put them back on temporarily. I also removed the antenna, which was fun because I had to remove the headliner to get to it. Then I started on the trunk, and I did not finish the trunk because, well, I had a hard time stretching this piece over. So what I ended up doing was putting a piece of knifeless tape underneath here at the lip. And just for now, just the top's wrapped. So I'm gonna come back and redo this. I'm not sure if I'm gonna try to do one large piece and stretch it over because it's gonna need a lot of heat. I might need some help from somebody. Or if I'm gonna just do an inlay. And what I'll do is I'll put another piece up to here, re-knifeless tape it, redo the top, and knifeless tape that so there'll be a small seam right here where I have this line cut right now where you can see where the carbon is. You'll maybe be able to see it, but it'll still look really good. So that's gonna get redone. But today, the big thing is the hood. So right here you can see I've been sanding. Well, when I put the wrap down, as I was repositioning it, what happened was I noticed that it pulled up the paint. So part of the reason why I wanted to wrap this car was because the hood actually doesn't match the rest of the body tint-wise. Everything's stock on the car, paint, except for the hood, because there was an incident where a piece of tire from a semi came up and scratched it like a lot. So I had one of my buddies repaint it, and he was just doing me a favor, so we just kind of wanted to make it look a little bit better. When I got it back, it was a little bit different color from the rest of the body just because we hadn't blended anything. And honestly, I don't want to repaint any of these other factory panels. So I was going to live with it, but then, you know, as I got into this project, I decided that I wanted to wrap the car anyways, and that would make it all uniform. So anyways, I wrapped the hood as my first piece for practice. And like I said, the paint came up, so I started sanding so that I can get this nice and smooth because I'm going to rewrap this. Of course, as I started unwrapping it, I pulled off a couple other spots. So we're going to sand those down nice and smooth too and rewrap it. Because the first time I wrapped it, it didn't come out exactly how I wanted it anyways, probably because my technique wasn't right. So this area in particular, I was stretching the wrong way. I really should have anchored down the center and pulled out, and instead I started squeegeeing areas where I was like, oh, this is class, let me squeegee it. And then what happened was I had all this excess material in the middle. I ended up cutting a hole here and pulling it through the hood scoop to try and make it taut, but you could kind of tell the way it came out that it wasn't right. So we're redoing this, sanding the hood down in the areas where it's the paint's kind of pulled off, and we're going to rewrap it. So that's the update for the Evo today. If I get past the hood, I'm going to try to probably do the front fenders. I already laid a couple test pieces down on the fenders just for practice to see how I could do the curves, and actually they looked fine. I pulled them up real quick because they weren't big enough to cover the whole fender. But I think I'm going to do the fenders next, and then the doors, and work my way back, and we'll do bumpers probably last. All right, so thanks for tuning in. Bye.